So what's popping, guys? We had a great week this weekend in the NFL. My 49ers won, put on a nice performance on Monday night. But let's take a look around the league and all the other teams. My predictions went smooth this week. Finally had a winning week. I went 11-5 on my picks. Not bad at all. All right. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's take a look at what happened over this weekend in the NFL during this Week 4 showdown. First, we had Thursday night game. We had the Bengals and Dolphins. I had the Bengals winning this one. Tua got hurt. That's what I mainly take away from this game, and that's not good, but he seems to be okay. Tyreek Hill is still on fire and looks like a great connection in Miami. But overall, the Bengals look good. They look like their old Super Bowl selves. Joe Mixon had himself a hell of a game. I like the Bengals. Yeah, I think they're top 5 team right now. I think they're finding themselves after that slow start. In London, we had the Vikings and the Saints. The Vikings are looking good right now. A little ugly. They're winning ugly, but they look good. Dalvin Cook he's starting off a little slow to this season. I hope he's not getting old, old in running back years anyway. Andy Dalton started for Jameis Winston, who was injured, and he didn't do too well, but he did okay. It was a closer game than I expected, but I expected the Vikings win, and they did, and came out of London with a W. The next game was the Detroit Lions and Seattle Seahawks. I picked the Detroit Lions to win at home, but man, what an offensive game. Penny went off. Man, after a slow start to the season, he just blew up. DK Metcalf looked good. He got injured, but man, he looked great. He can't be stopped. TJ Hawkinson had himself a hell of a game. He was really the only guy Jared Goff had to throw to with everyone else being injured. I'm surprised it was such a high-scoring game, honestly. But I ended up getting this one wrong. Anyway, on to the next game. The New York Jets at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wow. Trubisky gets benched and the Kenny Pickett era starts. Also, Zach Wilson's first start of the season, and he didn't look too bad. He got himself a win. I thought the Steelers would take this at home, but the Jets, they take the win on the road against the Steelers. And this could be Mike Tomlin's first losing season as a Steelers head coach. Breece Hall and that running game look real good for the Jets. So far, they've been surprising at the beginning of this year. Oh, brother, the battle of 2 bad football teams. Or so I thought. I don't know about the Giants so far. Saquon Barkley looks like, the real Saquon that we thought he was. He's healthy. He's going off. Justin Fields and the Bears just look bad. Real bad. I don't know. We'll have to see about the Giants for this year. I had the Giants winning, and they did. So another victory for this week. The Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts, an AFC South matchup. The Titans surprised me. Derrick Henry looked better. He's still kind of off to a slow start, but maybe the Tennessee Titans are coming on their own. I don't know. Maybe Indianapolis is just that bad. To me, they have too much talent. I think their coach is on the hot seat. They better wake up quick. I had Indianapolis winning this game, and boy, was I wrong. Took a loss on this one. The Chargers took care of business in Houston. Houston's just a bad team. They're playing for a number 1 pick this year. Justin Herbert looked great. Austin Eckler, he's coming back. He's starting to look better. He can, he can catch, he can run, he can do everything for that offense. Dameon Pierce, he's the main guy in Houston. Other than that, they don't have much. Davis Mills is a really bad quarterback. He can be okay at times, but man, he just doesn't have it. I took the Chargers here and I got the win. Just when you think the Cleveland Browns are coming around, they fail again. They always let you down. Jacoby Brissett does not look good right now. The offense should be great. Nick Chubb is a great running back. And Brissett's a decent game manager, but they always fail in the big moment. Marcus Mariota's making a good comeback though. Cordell Patterson, the offense. Kyle Pitts is coming along. They look good. Surprised me. I picked Cleveland to win, and they didn't do it. The Washington Commanders lose again, and Carson Wentz sure looks bad in that offense. Wow. Dallas is holding their own without Dak Prescott, and Cooper Rush is he's looking decent. The guy's 4-0 in his first 4 starts as a Dallas Cowboy, going back to last season when he got a win. But I don't know about Washington. They just they look like a hot mess right now, and Dallas is continuing to win. I picked Dallas to win this, and I got this one correct. The Jacksonville Jaguars put up a fight against the 4-0 Philly Eagles, the number 1 team in football right now. But Philly got it done. Jacksonville is going to be scary in about a year or 2, but they're just not there yet. But Philly, man, they're looking like a complete team that can make a Super Bowl run. I picked Philly to win this, and I got this one correct. The Buffalo Bills traveled to Baltimore to face the Ravens, and the Ravens had the edge on them until the end, where Josh Allen and the Bills came back They were 20 points down, or they scored 20 unanswered points to come back and win. I don't know what's going on with Baltimore's defense. That's the second blown game. They could be 4-0 right now. They're playing great too. Both of these teams, look out. They could be playing each other in the AFC Championship game later this year. I did pick Buffalo, and I did get this one correct. The Arizona Cardinals travel to the East Coast to play the Carolina Panthers in ugly weather. The Cardinals get another ugly win. They're just playing ugly football and hanging on until DeAndre Hopkins comes back week 6. They're 2-2 right now and hanging on in the NFC West, where all 4 teams are 2-2. Christian McCaffrey, he already looks washed up. Carolina looks bad. Baker Mayfield looks bad. I don't know. I picked Arizona to win, and I got this one correct. Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos do not look like a match at all. I don't know where this is going. I mean, maybe they just need time to get it together, but they are not melding at all. The Raiders get their first win. The Raiders could easily be 3-1 if they don't shoot themselves in the foot. But I picked Denver to win this, and they didn't do it. The Raiders beat them. So let's go to the next game. Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers played the New England Patriots. The Packers barely beat the Patriots with a third-string quarterback, and the Packers were at home at Lambeau. Aaron Rodgers just has no one to throw to. Aaron Jones is just a stud. He's doing everything he can. And the Green Bay defense is great. But, man, the passing attack is just not there right now. They need to figure it out. Aaron Rodgers is a great quarterback, but he just has no one to throw to. I picked Green Bay to win, and I got this correct. Barely. Wow, what a matchup we had here between Pat Mahomes and Tom Brady. Mike Evans returned, which was huge because Tom Brady had no one to throw to. His whole entire offense was injured, it seemed. But Pat Mahomes, man, he's a magical player, and he did it again. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, what a magical play to that flip at the 2-yard line. It was a close game until the end. I had the Chiefs winning, and they did. They pulled it out, and I got this pick correct. And last but not least, we have my 49ers on Monday Night Football taking care of business against the LA Rams. That defense just shut them out. Matt Stafford looked confused, couldn't do anything. Cooper Kupp got his, but that's okay. Debo and Jeff Wilson Jr. have speed like no other. No one can catch them. I mean, plus that Niners defense is number 1. If Jimmy just doesn't turn the ball over, they're great. They're in good hands. I think that 49ers can really be a serious threat this year. I picked the 49ers to win this one, and I got this pick correct also to make my week go 11-5. My most successful week yet. All right, and that wraps up this week's video and this week's games of the NFL. Tune in a couple days later. We'll have our previews for next week's game, Week 5 of the NFL. What a good week. Things are looking like they're getting back to normal. I know after a shorter preseason, it takes teams longer to get adjusted. But we're already a quarter way done with the season, and we got a long way to go. All right, guys. Have a good day, and God bless. I'm out.